coming to a nice, easy, cross-legged seat. I recommend that you guys have props for your home practice. And even actually going forward into the studio, we will not be sharing our props. So I do recommend that you have some, that you get some if you don't. So sitting on a block or a blanket or a bolster, you could use a pillow at home as well. Cross your legs and move the flesh out from underneath the sits bones, and rest the hands, palms up on the knees, and float your eyes closed. Just take a deep inhale through your nose and let a big sigh out the mouth. And let some tension melt away as you exhale. One more of those in. And let's just begin this practice here with a prayer that all of us, all of our loved ones, that we all remain healthy and safe and happy and peaceful. That we all remain healthy and safe and happy and peaceful. Just praying for that for all of us here, for everyone's loved ones here, and for the whole world. May we be happy and peaceful and healthy and safe, and all the other good stuff. Lean your upper body back slightly so your head, your chest, your shoulders hover over the sits bones. Press the sits bones down into the earth, lengthen through the crown. Relax the shoulders back and down. Unclench the jaw. Soften the brow. Notice your breath. Part of the yoga practice is non-judgment, is letting go of our judgments. Scan your body, notice your body without judgment. And kindly ask yourself that here and now you practice letting all judgment go. And just becoming an observer and allowing whatever comes up to come up. So we're going to take a little bit of time to be still, to breathe, and to meditate, just a minute or two. I wanted to read you a little excerpt about meditation from the book When Things Fall Apart by Pima Chödrön. So you can just sit tall and breathe and hear these words. Sometimes people use meditation to try to avoid bad feelings and disturbing thoughts. We might try to use the labeling as a way to get rid of what bothers us. And if we connect with something blissful or inspiring, we might think we finally got it and try to stay where there's peace and harmony and nothing to fear. So right from the beginning, it's helpful to always remind yourself that meditation is about opening and relaxing with whatever arises, without picking and choosing. It's definitely not meant to repress anything, and it's not intended to encourage grasping either. Allen Ginsberg uses the expression surprise mind. You sit down and wham, a rather nasty surprise arises. Okay, so be it. This part is not to be rejected, but compassionately acknowledged as thinking and let go. Then wow, a very delicious surprise appears. Okay, so be it. This is not to be clung to, but to compassionately be acknowledged as thinking and then let go. So sitting tall, breathing deep, and whenever a thought arises, compassionately labeling it thinking and coming back to the breath. Whatever you're thinking about, kindly label it thinking and let it go. Sitting tall, breathing deep. Bring your hands to prayer position, heart center, and bow your head to your heart and set your intention. Maybe it's just non-judgment. Maybe it's another prayer for all of us, for this world. Anything that matters to you. Press your thumbs to your third eye. Seal your intention in your mind's eye. And bring your thumbs back to heart center, uniting heart and mind. Rest your hands on your knees. Peek your eyes open. And blink. Good. And come on up to your hands and your knees. We'll take some cat-cows. So if it feels good, you can rock up over your knees. If that doesn't feel good, you can bring your legs behind you to come up. And take your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And spread your fingers out nice and wide. Cat-cow. Inhale, lift your tail, lift your chest, lift your chin. Slide your shoulders back and down. Pull back with your hands to lift your heart up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, around your back. Tuck your chin, draw your navel to your spine. Push the floor away, spread the shoulder blades. And again, inhale, tail up. Draw the heart forward and up, shoulders back and down. Exhale, tuck the tail, round the back, tuck the chin, push the floor away. One more just like this, inhale. Exhale, and now we'll roll through some circles. Take your ribs to the left, to the earth, to the right, to the sky, and round. Circle around. Make these barrel rolls with your torso. And at the top and the bottom of that barrel roll is the cat and cow. Let's go one more time in this direction. You can do whatever feels good with the head and neck and reverse it. Ribs right, earth, left, sky. Breathing. Maybe you're breathing Ujjayi Pranayama, swirling around that energy. Beautiful. And coming to center, hands and knees. Extend your right leg straight back behind you, toes off the mat. Square off the hips, so turn your pinky toe down, drop your outer right hip, draw your navel to your spine. Should be able to put a hot cup of tea on your back there without spilling. And then reach your left arm forward, and we're just gonna balance here. Inhale, reach a little bit longer. Exhale. Exhale, draw your navel up to your spine to support the low back more. Inhale, reach, slide your shoulders away from your ears, hug your right upper arm bone in. Exhale, draw your navel up to your spine. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, set the hand and the knee down. Extend your left leg back. Flex your foot, square your hips, the pinky toe facing down, navel in. Again, that low back is level and flat. And then reach your right arm forward and we'll breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, navel to spine. Draw your left upper arm bone in. Inhale, reach, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, navel to spine. One more inhale. The gaze is just a little bit in front of your left hand center of the mat. And exhale, release it. Hands and knees to the mat. Curl your toes under and press up and back, downward facing dog. And the knees can be bent or straight. Just honor your body here. Spread your fingers wide and flatten all the meat between the pointer and the thumbs. Don't let any part of the palm puff up and press into your fingertips. Lift your hips up, shake your head out. Shake it yes, shake it no, shake it yes, shake it no. End on a yes, so you end on the positive. Good, and then let the head hang and pedal your feet. Bend one knee, straighten the other, switch. Breathe deep. That's it. Good. Come to the center of your downward facing dog and then walk your hands back to your feet and bend your knees as much as you need to as you walk your hands back and come into your forward fold. Hold your opposite elbows over your head. Feet are at least hip distance and parallel. Head heavy, knees bent a little or a lot. And sinking in, breathing in. Lift and spread your toes. And while you're there, feel the four corners of the feet. Feel the activity in the legs. Keep that. Put the toes down without gripping them. The base of the big and pinky toe are rooted. The inner and outer edge of the heel, the center of the back of the heel are all rooted. Drop the head. Soften the knees. Breathe into this forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins or thighs. Press your heart forward and your shoulders back. This is Ardha Uttanasana. Shine the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Legs can be bent or straight. Inhale and circle your arms to the sky as you press your feet to the mat. Exhale, hands to prayer and down to the heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Legs can be bent or straight. Hinge at your hips. Bow in with your head. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Again, here legs are bent or straight, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold, bow in. Inhale, circle your arms up. These are half sun salutations. Exhale, hands to prayer, down to the heart. Let's have one more. Inhale, arms up. Press your feet down. Lengthen your tailbone. Exhale, swan dive, bow in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, down to the heart. Release your arms down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Good. So we're going to do a walking meditation up to the top of the mat. So close your eyes. Slow as you can, start to peel your right foot up and off of your mat. Feel every part of it as it lifts. Lift it off and slowly step forward and set it back down. So we're just walking, but we're going slow as we can and feeling every part. Breathing deep and taking a slow, mindful walk with our eyes closed up to the top of the mat. And whenever you get there, Just stay and wait, and we'll all meet at the top of the mat. Open your eyes. See where you landed. Beautiful. Once you're at the top of the mat, feet hip distance and parallel, soft knees. Inhale, press the feet down, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat and set the knee down. Bring your hands to your hips and inhale, rise up. Pull your left hip back and your right hip forward. Then inhale, lean your hips back out of the lunge. Lift your low belly and exhale, sink in. Left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, lean back a little out of the lunge. As you exhale, lengthen your tailbone, lift your low belly and sink in. One more, inhale, back off. Exhale, sink in and lift your low belly, lift the front of the right hip and thigh. Arms to the sky if your body allows. And exhale, fold forward. Tuck your back toes under if they're not already, and lift your back knee. Right hand down under the shoulder, left arm to the sky for a twist, shoulders back. Circle your left wrist. The other way. And then reach up through the fingertips, turn the heart up, maybe look up. Set your left hand down. Step your right foot forward to the top of the mat, even if it takes more than one step. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands to mat. Step your left foot back and set your knee down. Bring your hands up to your hips and rise. Right hip back, left hip forward. Then you're gonna lean back, inhale, hips back, come out of the lunge a little bit. Then exhale, lengthen your tail, lift your low belly and sink in. Soft shoulders, soft face, big breath. Inhale, come out a little. And exhale, lift your low belly as you sink back in. Let's go one more. Inhale, come out, square the hips. Exhale, lift the low belly, lengthen the tail and sink in. Inhale, arms up if your body allows. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee. Take your right arm to the sky. Left hand under shoulder, right arm up. Turn the heart up, circle your right wrist. The other way. Reach up through the fingertips, turn the heart up. Release the right hand down. Step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bow in over bent or straight legs. Inhale, circle your arms up. Can you rise up through the flat back and with an open heart? And exhale, hands to prayer, down to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back. Inhale, hands to hips, high lunge. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Lift your low belly, sink your hips. Arms to the sky, or keep the hands on the hips. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the heart, but tuck the low ribs toward the back body. Sink in, right hip forward. One more inhale, reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Step back to downward dog this time. Inhale and rock forward to your high plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank, working our whole body, our core. Exhale, downward facing. One more, inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot up between your hands. You might grab it and pick it up to get it there. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up, high lunge, right foot in front. Hug your right hip back and your left hip forward. Lengthen your tail. Sink your hips. Lift your heart. Soften your shoulders. Stay here or arms up. Hug the upper arms. Spin the upper arms in, shoulders down. Sink the hips. Lift your back thigh bone. Hug your upper inner thighs. Inhale, lift your heart. But exhale, hug your front ribs in. And forward fold. Step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Bowing in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back. Warrior one this time. Spin your heel in and down. Bring your hands to your hips and rise. So it's like the lunge, except the heel is down, which makes the work more challenging to square the hips. You're gonna pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Press into the pinky edge of the back foot, bend the front knee. Now pushing in to both heels. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, warrior one, bend. Inhale, straighten. Right hip back, left hip forward. Press into the outer edge of the back foot. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Square the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe look up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back. Downward facing dog. This part's optional. You could rest in a child's pose if you please, or inhale, plank, or just stay in your down dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot up between your hands. You could pick it up to get it there. Spin your back heel in and down. Bring your hands to your hips as you rise up for your warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Left hip back, right hip forward. Press into the pinky edge of your back foot, bend your front knee. Lift your heart, pull your low ribs in. Inhale, straighten your front leg, pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, bend, pushing into both feet. Inhale, straighten, left hip back, right hip forward, navel in. Exhale, warrior one, bend your left leg, straighten your back leg. One more, inhale, straighten and square. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, arms up, maybe it's optional. And exhale, fold forward and step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. And exhale, hands to prayer and down to the heart. Beautiful. Legs together or hip distance, yogi's choice. Chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, arms up. Now exhale, fold halfway and sweep your arms back by your sides and open your chest, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, arms up, sink your hips back, weight in your heels. Exhale, fold halfway, sweep the arms by the sides, open the chest. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, halfway, open your chest. Inhale, arms up, chair pose, and exhale, forward fold. Bowing in. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, down dog. Pressing back. Spread your fingers, root into your pointer knuckles. Lift your hips, drop your head. Take your shoulders away from your ears, firm your upper arms in, push it back. Come down to hands and knees. Child's pose, big toes touch, knees wide. Send your hips to your heels. Rest your head on your mat. And breathe deep and smooth.
quiet the mind. You can use that meditation technique. Just kindly label your thoughts thinking and let them go.
But again, remembering we're not trying to repress anything or push anything away or even grasp or cling. We just allow whatever is to be and continue to invite ourselves back to the moment.
And one more breath in your child's pose. It's a really nice low back release here.
And rise up, hands and knees. Good. Take your, straighten your left leg back behind you. And then spin your left heel down to the right. So the pinky edge of your left foot is parallel with the short side of the mat. We're gonna do a little balance here. Walk your left foot back so that the right toes are pointing directly to the arch of the left foot. And then bring your your right hand under your shoulder a little more to the center line of your mat so that now you have a straight line from your right wrist to your right knee, right toes into the left arch. Straight line, boom, 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 boom. And then looking down, find your drishti. Lift your left hip up, lengthen your tailbone, and when you're ready, bring your left hand to your head. This is a balance pose. This is a modified side plank. Lengthen your tail, roll your shoulders back, your right one as well. Open the right side of your chest, pull your navel in. If you're stable, reach your left arm up. If you're stable still and you want more, slowly turn your gaze halfway or all the way up towards your left hand. Make sure there's no neck pain, and this will challenge the balance even more. If you're looking up, slowly turn your gaze back down to the ground. Pivot your right toes off of your mat onto the floor behind you, which will immediately support your balance more. Turn your left palm forward to reach the arm over the ear. And reach from the pinky toe edge of the left foot to the left fingers. You might even look up at the left hand, lengthen the tailbone, turn the heart up, navel in. Reach your left arm to the sky. Look down. Pull your navel in again. Get lighter in your right hand and pop up to your fingertips. Pushing into your left foot and into your right knee, pull your navel in and rise up. Arms open wide to the sides. Parigasana gate pose. Flip your right palm. Take your left arm to your left leg and your right arm over your ear. Do not put your left hand on your knee. Go above or below the knee. And be very light. So you're not dumping into the left hand. You're light. Reach the right side, right fingers. Lean the head back. Maybe look to the right palm. Otherwise, you can look to the left foot. Pull the navel in and reach. Another breath. Like a reverse warrior. And rise up. Set your right hand down under your shoulder, your left arm up, and lift your left leg up like a half moon pose. Lengthen the tail, turn the heart up to challenge the balance. You can look up. Again, slowly turn your gaze down. If it's available to you, bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, and catch your left foot behind you. If you can't find it behind you, you could try this. Bend your knee into your chest, find your foot here, and then take it back behind you. That might make it accessible. Kick the foot back, roll the shoulders back, maybe lean the head back, pull the navel in to support the back. Even as we do a back bend, we use the core to support the low back. Look down, don't fling. Release your left foot back and your right arm up, and come down to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Feel the difference between sides. Do you feel that? My down dog feels crazy. Come down to hands and knees. Good. Straighten, point your toes. Straighten your right leg back behind you, toes tucked on the mat, and then pivot your right heel down to the left. And then step your right foot back a little bit so that the toes of the left foot are pointing directly to the center of the arch of the right foot. And then walk your left hand more to the center line so it's under the shoulder and it's in that line. Look down for drishti.
Coming to the right fingertips, you'll lift the right hip, lengthen the tail, and then when you're ready, bring your right hand to your hip. Stack your hips and shoulders, roll your right shoulder back. The right side of your collarbones is open, navel in. If this is enough, it's enough. Otherwise, you can reach up. Keep the chest open, the shoulders away from ears. Connect to core. If you want more challenge, we're breathing. You can turn your gaze up toward the right fingers. That's going to challenge the balance. And we always want to make sure we don't feel pain in the neck. If we do, we look down. Push into the top of the left foot, the pinky edge of the right foot, navel in. If you're looking up, slowly turn your gaze down. Pivot your left toes off of your mat onto the floor behind you, and then turn your right palm forward and reach your arm over your ear. Again, keep both shoulders away from the ears, especially the bottom one. Press into the pinky edge of the right foot. Reach the right fingers. Pull the navel in. Turn the heart up. You might look up to the right palm if that feels okay, leaning the head back. Stretch that right side body. Breathe. Ah, yes. Right arm to the sky. Look down. Get lighter in your left hand. Cup your hand. Come up to your fingertips. Pull your navel in. Push into your right foot and your left knee and rise up, arms wide. Flip your left palm up. Parigasana. Right hand not to the knee, to the right leg, above or below the knee. Left arm over the ear. Pull the navel in. Lengthen the tailbone toward the earth. Lean the head back. You can look down to the right foot or up to the left palm. And breathe into your left side lung and ribs. Be light in your right hand. Navel in. Ah, yes. And rise up, arms wide. Left hand down to the mat, right arm up. Lift your right leg, like a half moon. Lengthen your tail, draw your navel in, stack your shoulders and your hips. Maybe look up, breathe. And then a Chapasana variation. You bend your right knee. You can either catch your foot behind you, kick back, open up, or if you can't find it behind you, bend the knee into the chest, grab the top of the foot ankle there, and then kick it back. Roll the shoulders back, open up, maybe lean the head back, pull the navel in, kick foot into hand, hand into foot. Now without flinging, release, leg back, arm up, and hands and knees, and downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, soften the shoulders away from the ears, lift the hips up, press the chest back, thighs back. Walk the hands back to the feet. And inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet open, mat width distance. And turn your toes part way out to the side, so like about 45 degrees. We're gonna do half malasana. Bend your knees and sink your hips back so your thighs are about parallel with the ground, and then bring your hands to prayer. And lift your chest and lengthen your tailbone. Sink your hips back. Inhale, squeeze your inner thighs slightly. Exhale, the knees should be going the same direction as the toes. Lift the chest, lengthen the tail, sink the hips back. Inhale, yes, this is hard. Exhale, 2 more breaths, you can do it. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, stay for the exhale. And inhale, stand all the way up, push the floor away, you're amazing. Good. Heel toe the feet to hips distance. And inhale your arms up. Exhale and swan dive. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, lift the hips, drop the head, shoulders away from ears. Inhale and look up. Exhale, step or walk your feet between your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, down to the heart. Bring your hands to your hips and take a big, giant step back with your right foot. And then straighten your legs and turn your toes in and parallel your feet. So wide-legged fold here. Turn the toes in a little more than the heels. Bring the hands to the back of the hips. Squeeze the elbows together behind you, lengthen your tailbone. Inhale, lift your chest up, maybe look up. And exhale, fold forward between the legs and release the hands down between the feet. Hug the elbows in, lift the sits bones up, drop the head, shoulders away from ears. Squeezing your feet toward each other and pressing your thighs back. This is called Prasarita Padottanasana. There's different pronunciations and different names for different poses. So even the names we don't connect too much. We just allow ourselves to feel and be there. Soften the knees, bring the hands to the hips, lift the elbows up, look up, rise up. Open your arms wide at the top. Turn your right toes to the front. Bend your right knee, warrior two. Look over your right fingers. Flip your right palm up. Wrap your left arm around your low back and reach your right arm up and back. Reverse warrior variation. Bend and widen your right knee. Reach your right arm back. Straighten your right leg and reach back even more. And coming into triangle pose, arms wide as you rise up. Tip your hips back. Reach forward. When there's no more forward, right hand down, left arm up. And your right hand can be on your shin or your thigh, your block, your mat, in front or behind your right leg. But let your right arm and right leg be touching. Shoulders back, turn the heart up, lean the head back, draw the navel in. Lift your left hip up and back, ungrip your toes. You can look down, ahead, or up. Listen to the body, there should be no pain in your neck. Take another breath, lift the left side of your body up and draw your ribs into your back. Look down, bend your right knee, and inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink in deeper. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, right toes in, left toes out. Inhale, warrior two, bend your left knee. Widen your left knee, open your heart, front ribs in. Look over your left fingers. Flip your left palm in reverse, reach up and back. Bend your left knee, widen your left knee, lean your head back. Reach your left arm, left side, navel in, straighten your left leg, reverse triangle. Keep drawing the navel in to support the back. Push into the front foot, reach the front fingers. Rise up to center, open your arms. Slide your hips back and extend into Trikonasana. Reach forward, upper body coming out of the waist. And then left hand down, right arm up. So the hand can be on the shin or the thigh, or it could be on a block, behind, or in front of your left leg. Not on your knee. Look the direction that feels good on your neck. If it feels okay, gaze up. Roll your shoulders back, your heart forward, your front ribs in. Lift the right side of the body up and back. Breathe. Ungrip your toes. Another one here. Can you open the right side up? Front ribs in. Look down. Bend your left knee and inhale. Rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, hands to the top of the mat. Exhale, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, down to the heart. Hands to hips. Take a big, giant step back with your left foot. Straighten your legs and parallel your feet. Turn your toes in a little bit more than your heels. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open your heart. Lengthen your tailbone. Lift your chest up, maybe look up, inhale. And exhale, fold forward between your legs and lift your hands up and over your head. Now you could put a strap or a towel between your hands to modify. So modifying, you just need more space between your wrists so you can get that lift up and over. So if that's what you need to do, please do it. It feels pretty good. Lift your sits bones, drop your head. Squeeze your shoulders and lift your shoulders away from your ears. Bowing in a little bit deeper. Shoulders away from ears, heart open. Bend your elbows, touch your low back, soften your knees, look up and rise up, open heart. Very nice. Open your arms wide. Turn your left toes to the front, and then bring your hands to the hips. And then we're gonna pivot the hips toward the back of the mat, toward the left toes, and take a small step in with your back foot for pyramid facing the back of your mat. Pull your left hip back right forward. You might want blocks here or something like blocks. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your chest up, maybe look up, left hip back right forward, inhale, and exhale. Fold forward over your left leg and release your hands down around your front foot or on your block. Legs are straight but not locked. Keep the knees soft, the muscles strong. Pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. Shoulders away from ears. Breathe deep. One more here. Look up, hands to hips, soft knees pushing into the feet. Rise up, and we're just gonna pivot around to the other side. So simply turn your left toes in and your right toes out. And your left toes are angled in, so the outer edge of the back foot's at about 45 degrees. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Lengthen the tailbone, lift the chest up, maybe look up, inhale, and exhale, fold. If you cannot reach the floor, hands on blocks. Drop your head, shoulders away from ears. Right hip back, left hip forward. And breathe, soft knees, but then squeeze all the muscles in your legs around your bones. Breathe into it, breathe, 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 stay present. Go to a place where there is a balance between ease and effort. Look up, soften the knees, bring the hands to the hips, push into the feet, and rise up. And bending the front knee, step up to the top of the mat. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, and down to the heart. Okay, so we're gonna set up for box pose here. Just like when we're in studio, I like to do this posture in every class. Every slow flow class. So if box pose isn't good for you, if inverting doesn't serve you, if you're fatigued, if for any reason you don't want to do this pose, you can do anything that feels good. A really good modification is legs up the wall. Just lie on your back with your legs propped up the wall. It's called Viparita Karani. Otherwise, box pose, you'll find a wall space. And come to hands and knees with the feet right at the wall, right at the floorboard, toes tucked on the floor. I know most of you guys already know this pose. If you want to go, go. Lift your knees, lift your hips, like down dog. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Step up the wall, one foot and then the other to the height of your butt. You could keep your knees bent and just push into the floor with your hands. Lift your butt to the sky and your chest to the wall. And then, if there's more space available, you straighten the legs out and make this L shape. Pull your navel in, firm your upper arms in towards your ears, shoulders away from ears, front ribs to the back body, breathe. Maybe take your right leg up, lengthen your tailbone, navel in, maybe come to your left tiptoes. Let's switch, right foot to wall, left leg to sky, navel in, maybe come to the right tiptoes. And come down into a child's pose. Crawl down to your knees and take a child's pose. And breathe deep and let that go and thank yourself no matter what happened. Thank yourself no matter what. Thank yourself just for showing up. Thank your body for coming on this journey for you, with you. Accept whatever today's experience is, just accept it. So accepting. I know we've all been through it, like having to accept something that we may not want to accept. But just think about how like ultimately freeing it is when we really do accept the truth, whatever it may be. It is such a freeing feeling when we really do find acceptance.
Okay, come on up. And downward facing dog. On our mats. Right leg up. And bend your knee and open your hip. And pigeon, bring your right shin between your wrists. Put your back leg down, walk it long behind you. Lift your heart, shoulders back, and come forward and down. Those of you that may experience knee pain or that are nurturing a knee injury, please modify and roll on your back and take a hip stretch on your back. Do not do anything that causes pain. Rest your head either on your mats, on your hands, on your fists, or on a prop, a block or a bolster. And let's take 3 deep breaths together here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Rise up. Good. Take it back, down dog. Left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. And pigeon. Shin between wrists. Put the back leg down. Walk it long behind you. Ooh, I need this. Lift your heart up, shoulders back, and come forward and down. Relax the shoulders and clench the jaw. Smooth the breath. Yeah. Really, whether you're feeling tight or flexible today, this practice is a blessing. If we're feeling tight, we're just where we need to be and we're working on opening. You're calling in the opening, and that's beautiful. And if we're feeling flexible, if we're feeling open and strong, we are connecting with that flow. But whatever it is, it's a blessing. And we need to accept it and just be with it. Let's have one more deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And rise up. Lean to your left side, sweep your right leg around, and bring the soles of the feet together and the knees open wide for Baddha Konasana. If it feels good for you, you can loop your big toes with your first 2 fingers and thumbs, and lift and open your heart and roll your shoulders back and down. Pull the low ribs into the back body. You can stay here if it's enough. This might be deep for you. We're keeping the length, keeping the spine like a lightning rod, hinging from the hip creases. We begin to come forward. You can use your arms to open your knees and thighs. Draw your heart forward and your chest open and breathe. Yeah, this practice, thousands of years old. And it still isn't old. It's still relevant. This pose, Baddha Konasana right here, no matter how many times we've done it, it serves us. Another breath. rise up. Bring your knees together and then extend your legs out in front of you from Paschimottanasana. Move the flesh out from under. Flex the feet, spread the toes. Arms up, shoulders down, and forward fold. Maybe the fingers come around the feet or the legs, or if you have yourself a strap or something you can use as an extender, you can wrap the balls of the feet. So if you're using a strap or some sort of a prop, I want you to just pull back on the pinky toe edges of the feet and press the big toe edges of the feet forward. If you're able to reach with your hands, take your 4 fingers around the pinky edges of your feet and your thumbs to the base of your big toe, and then pull back with the 4 fingers and press forward with the thumbs. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look up and rise up and come down to your back. Bend your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze, and then put your feet on the mat, knees bent. Feet hip distance and parallel, ankles under knees. Arms by the sides, palms down. Press the mat forward with the feet. Now inhale, bridge pose, lifting the spine. Also lift your arms up and overhead and take them back in line with the ears. Push with the feet, lift the chin off the chest, lift the hips, lift the heart. And exhale, coming back down. Upper back, middle back, then lower back as the arms come back down. 2 more like that. Inhale, peel up, arms go up and over. Lift a lot, use the feet, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, rolling down, articulating the spine. 1 more, inhale, lift it up. Now stay up here and bring your arms down by your sides. 2 options. You can tuck the fingers under the outer edges of the mat. Let's just all start here. Grab the edges of your mat with your hands and walk your shoulder blades together and down your back. Lift your hips, your chest, your chin. Stay here or let go of the mat and interlace the fingers underneath you, and then walk the shoulder blades together and down even more. Push forward and down with the feet. Lift the hips, squeeze the thighs, lift the chest, and lift the chin off the chest by pressing the head down. 1 more breath. Take the arms and shoulders out from under and roll down. Once you've landed, knees to chest and arms open wide. Drop your knees to the right. If the neck allows, pick the head up, look left, set the head down. And breathe deep. Lift your knees and drop them to the left. If your neck allows, pick your head up, look right, set your head down, and breathe. Lift your knees. Yogi hug. Wrap your arms around your legs. Lift your head. Squeeze in. And release. Shavasana. If there's any pain in your low back, rather than having the legs long, have the feet on the mat with the knees bent, and you can allow the knees to knock in. You could also put a pillow or a bolster under the back of the knees, or blocks under the back of the thighs. Let the knees and toes knock open. Soften through the face, the shoulders, the jaw, fingers and toes. Let the bones fall heavier toward the earth, grounding you. And let your skin and your muscle and your tissue soften on your bones. Coming back to your body, deepen your breath. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Rock your head. When you're ready, bend your knees, roll to your right side, and press yourself up to a cross-legged seat. Keeping your eyes closed, sit tall. Just take a moment, notice how you feel now. Bring your hands to prayer, thumbs to sternum. Bow your head to your heart. I honor the place in you where the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of light, of peace, and of truth. When I am in this place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you so much.